What's up, guys? Athena is here. So if you hear any background noise really quick, that's the little man. He's throwing his toy around. But I'm doing a video breakdown. Actually, the first one I've ever done on both channels, I believe. Was never on a cycle of channel, so it'll be the first for this. Basically, the point is that I'm going to talk about all my movements, why I make them, and where I go there, and you know why I made those mistakes. Hopefully, by breaking down all the things that I do wrong, I can save you guys and myself from consecutive mistakes of making the same mistakes, right? So going above A and being on top of this building gives you a nice line of sight down to where they actually come up to A, where they attack A usually. They could come straight up the middle of the map, but that would be pretty suicidal. And it gives you a pretty good lockdown of their back end. And for the most part, 90% of the time, they won't look up here, so you're actually pretty safe. That was a great move by me. I think I ended up going 7-3 or 7-4, something like that in this game. I did pretty well, but I did make some big mistakes, and I'm going to talk about that, like I said. It's our first video breakdown. So hopefully as I go on, I'll get better and better about breaking down my moves. They planted at B, and which is funny because normally I go to B, but I chose to be different this time and go to A. Don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. The problem is that if you're on one side and they plant on the other side, there's a good chance you'll never, ever be able to get there in time. And just like this, I ran out of time. I was able to kill the guy, but I ran out of time. It is what it is. It's one of those things that I couldn't help. Now, luckily for me, I let my teammate go first because I figured it was going to be sort of pretty well defended, and the guy caught him, so I was able to catch him. If there's someone next to you, let him go first. I mean, if you guys are having like a wait-off game, just go for it. But if there's someone right next to you and he's running, let him go first. Chances are they'll find him, and you'll be able to pick up the kill. Just a small little tidbit there. See, this time I chose to go to B. Actually, half our team chose to go to B instead, so I was a little bit worried. Because once you have a successful plant somewhere, you either go right back there or you try to switch it up real quick and be like, oh, let's go to A because they're all going to be going to B. So, one of those types of things. I waited with the castle gate open until I got the kill. I do that because if you close the gate, people are more aware that you're in the vicinity. I closed the gate behind me. That's a force of habit. But after I got the kill, I didn't want to shut it down too early and have people know that I was standing right there waiting for them. Now, the spot that I was in front of the gate there gives you a pretty good vantage point because as they come around, they don't. It's like a little hill with little pebbles and a little bit of grass, but for some reason it's actually pretty difficult to see someone. Not entirely sure. This is kind of a mistake. I don't know why I put that satcom down without waiting for a teammate to have one. That was kind of a weird move. I mean, it'll paint up the targets, but I probably should have waited for a teammate to put one down. I could put mine down and we would have had like a good radar or better radar. I gotta work on my satcom timing. I forget sometimes about that it's not just a damn UAV, and you're like, well, because right when you get it, you want to put it down, especially in search. Things that I hold on to in search are like dogs. I don't always put those down instantaneously, but once again, they went to the opposite side. We figured that would happen. I was able to catch him out, though. The point is, if you always look at the building they're defending, there's always going to be someone on that damn roof. It's just a fact. It is what it is. I was moving up slowly. I didn't want to go straight towards it, go in like the big open areas, kind of wiggling my way around. Luckily, my teammates got here first. I was able to take out two guys defending it, but teammates got here. We were able to defuse the bomb. That was lucky because most of the time when they plant, if you're at B and they plant at A, by the time you get there, it'll be too late. Especially if there's like two guys alive, you'll have to find those guys, kill those guys, take them out, and then still defuse the bomb. It does not look good for you, and it's not a pretty sight. It just is what it is. It's just a fact. Going back to B this time, since they went to A, I was hoping that maybe they'd switch back up. I like defending B more, only because it's a damn castle. There may be no real strategic value to it, but god damn it, I love the castle. I just do. It's a habit of mine. Back behind the little rubble here, waiting on the little hill. I figured the guy would come back again. I figured he'd actually be gunning for me specifically. Someone closed the castle gate behind me, scared the hell out of me. Hence why I turned around so quickly. I wish I could throw those IEDs farther. I was able to throw it right on B. I figured, yeah, at this point, maybe not the best idea that I threw it right there. It might slowly stop them, but the problem with search now is that when you die, your bombs don't stay on the map anymore. They used to stay. Claymores, those types of things would stay on the map. Bouncing Bettys, they don't anymore. When you die, they stay for about 2 seconds and then they disappear again. I don't know how much I like that. I guess that's okay. It is what it is. It kind of takes out the real strategic value of putting it somewhere. And even if you die, you know that your bomb placement was at a great spot. Yeah. This guy. Oh, no. Okay, it's not here yet. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, no, it was there. The issue that I made here was I actually went gunning for them when I probably should have waited. There was no bomb planted. There was no rush. And yeah, I made a move. Should have stayed. I had a good vantage point on B. Probably one of the best, being up in that spot. Could have held it off, no problem. I don't know why the guy, he must have been coming around and went underneath me when I jumped off and didn't notice me until last second. If you're at a bomb spot, if you're at a bomb placement, and there's no one there, and you've taken it over, and no one like no bomb is planted, but you killed a few guys there. Just wait it out. That was a mistake I made. I don't know why. I got greedy. I went for the kills. I was hoping I could flank around. On this map, you can flank around, but by the time you find someone, it would have taken you 10, 15 seconds, which is a lot in Search Destroy. Probably 20, 30 seconds with this map, and this sniper is not so great. But getting greedy like that actually just cost me, hopefully not this round. I don't remember if it did or not. I just know for a fact that I messed that up. But I could have done much better there, and that was another fault of mine. Besides my SATCOM placement and the way I decided to run around assuming that no one would be there to stop me was kind of foolish. Like I said, I should have just defended it. Would have been much better off. Would have been a bigger asset to my team. Instead of dying, if he would have had the bomb, would have been it. Luckily, my team was able to pick up the slack that I dropped off. What can you do? I made a mistake. It is what it is. I wish it wouldn't have happened, but things happen. So luckily, this sniper was waiting there. It was actually probably one of the guys that killed me, or at least they were going to be. See, if I would have stayed there and stayed alive and he would have died, I would have caught him. No problem, no issues there. But still, even with my mistakes, I'm 5-1, not doing too bad. I think this is my next mistake. Okay, no, we grabbed the bomb. We're going to B. I like that. I like to go to B. It's a little bit laggy. It is what it is. That's Call of Duty sometimes. I like going to B. Once again, it's a damn castle. I can't help myself. I love it. It is what it is. It has much better defensive positions with less access to you than A does. A is just a building with a broken down wall and a doorway with a million different ways you can bust the hell in. I messed up here. Took too long. By the time I turned around, my ID blew up on his riot shield. It is what it is. It's one of those guys who do the quick draw or the quick switch, pull out their actual guns, and then destroy you with. So it is what it is. I did my best. Did what I could. What can I say? I did what I could. We all got taken out. No one was watching our backs there. We had no one watching our 6, and we all died because of it. It is what it is, guys. My mistake there was, I guess, not looking or watching behind us. Normally, I like to, before I run into the building or the castle, I like to look to the side and sort of wait a minute to see. I just sort of ran in there assuming no one would follow me. Kind of foolish. As we can see, that guy actually just took us all out, and it was probably a chain effect. After I fell, no one expected him to be there. When you're that up close, that quick to the castle, it is what it is. My next mistake, made a lot of mistakes here. I got the bomb, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to B, but my whole team is going to A. You know, I like to follow the bomb carrier, and I'll always follow the bomb carrier no matter where he's going, unless I'm absolutely like certain that it'll fail. I'll try to flank around. I went by myself. Terrible, worst decision I could have made. It was one of those guys where I was like, man, fuck this riot shield, and I was ready for him. I was ready for this riot shield. You guys ready? I was like, man, fuck this kid. Yeah, I'm gonna go get him. But he switched spots. He outplayed me, waiting in the corner ever so quietly. And I walked right into him. Now the bomb's at B with our whole team at A. We could have easily planted at A, won this round in a second, but instead I messed up and wasted more time than I should have and brought it to B. That was my mistake. If you're, you know, if the team's not going to help you and not going to follow you, go with the team. If you want to go to B, the whole team's going to A, go to A. My mistake there was thinking that I could take the riot shield kid out and I'd be ready for him this time. He switched spots and I wasn't expecting it. It is what it is. He got there quick. He got there very, very quick. So like I said, it is what it is. It was of no power or control of mine. I made a bad decision to go there by myself. That was my fault. Don't make that decision. Like I said, the whole team's going one way. Just go with them. Well, it's a good or bad idea. If you go by yourself and you get killed, you just screwed the team. The team could have won at that last bomb placement if you were there, but nope. Like, I just screwed my team, and I don't even like to do that. I like to play the objective, play smart, play well, you know, do those types of things, take my time, make my decisions. And in this game, I just got greedy, had a bad SATCOM placement. I'm not even doing terrible. I think I'm, what am I, 5 and 3. I have to slow down on the kills, but I'm not doing terrible. I'm not doing bad or anything like that. But at the same time, it makes me sad that I fucked my team like that, because now they have to run over there. Now they're in a time constraint. They no longer have their defensive positions. They don't have the advantages that they should have had if we all would have gone to A. And I got a sniper running down the middle of the map here. Doesn't look great. Not really feeling it. If they knew where the bomb was, then they could easily camp that bomb out, which I believe that they're doing because it's right in front of him. Actually, riot shield in the same spot, and of course he threw a C4, or no, he just pulled out his pistols. It was my fault. That whole round was cost because it's funny because when you play Search, one move that you make can actually just ruin the whole round for everyone. You may not think it can, but when you're the bomb carrier and people want to play the objective and you get fucked like that, now granted, should they have probably followed me? Yeah, probably. Together we would have made it there no problem. But people on Search will not follow you 90% of the time. They want to do their own thing. They want to go around, get their own kills, not worry about you or what you're doing, and it is what it is. Little man, why you gotta keep throwing that toy around? So, what can I say about that? I messed up. It is what it is. I apologize. My bad, guys. My bad. This time I decided to go back to B once again. See, this is looking a little repetitive for me. I don't know why I should have just gotten to A. I should have switched it up. I was going to B because the bomb guy was going to B. His problem was that he stopped and waited. I don't like to wait in the middle of the map. It's kind of like a death trap. I really wish he would have ran a little bit faster so we could have gotten to B. It is what it is. I grabbed the bomb, and I'm actually going to go switch it up to A now. I'm not making the same mistake. Fuck the riot shield, guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time, and it's not worth the camping death that he would give me. My whole team's back to A once again, and I was going with the bomb carrier. I was a little bit ahead of him. He got caught in the back. It is what it is. I'm going to try to fix his mistake and my own mistake from the last round and see if I can't pick it up and save both of our faces. Luckily, our team set up a nice little defensive position here. I was able to run around, go back up, and come back to the way that we normally would attack A when you're on offense. But luckily, I did not pay attention to up where I said it was a great spot to defend. It is what it is. Here's my next mistake. It's clear. Looks clear. I have an IED on me. I should have placed that IED down before I planted the bomb. Always do that. It'll at least warn you for ninja diffusers and those types of things. They didn't capitalize on my mistake this time. They will the next round. The next round, you guys will see where I messed up and how I messed it up, and it's not cool. Luckily, I was able to plant the bomb and then put my ID up. I prefer to put my ID up and then plant the bomb. I don't know why I seem to be off my game on this one. But I'm standing here on the stairs because it gives you a good view of the doorway and no one can catch you from outside or from across the map. It won't happen, luckily, and you'll be totally safe. Now, luckily, from this position, you can pretty much watch the bomb and be pretty secure in everything that you're doing. And, I mean, they can throw bombs or grenades in those types of things, but in reality, they're not really going to affect you. Sorry, I was throwing the toy for little man. Came right into the front door, no problem. He was on a time constraint. That's what I like to do. If you can put people in that time rush, they will come and they will die because they're in a rush to get to the bomb. They're not really focusing on you so much anymore. They're more focused on the bomb because the bomb's running out of time. You have as much time as until the round ends. When the bomb goes, though, it kind of switches everyone's mentality from, oh, just kill the guys to, oh, we need to get to the bomb. We need to figure out how to get it. And when you're on offense or you're on defense, the bomb's planted, and you make a mistake, well, if you rush in there, you're just feeding kills to the defending people who are on the bomb. So it is what it is. I'll show you guys the mistake I made. Now this time I was paying more attention to the upstairs because I figured there might be someone there. Luckily, I had a teammate go ahead of me, which is always nice. I did go with my team this time. I don't know why we're going to A once again. I prefer B hands down every time on this map. It's awesome. I get way more successful plans at B. It is what it is. I didn't have a choice. My team was not going to follow me, and I was not going to cost them the round once again. No, I love the knee slide. Knee slide is a hell of a lot of fun. So I'm watching around, seeing if they're going to come up through the main access points. I'm just trying to see where they're positioned, that type of thing. Here's where I messed up again. I have an IED and a motion sensor. If I was intelligent, I would have put those down beforehand. Instead, I decided to start planting. My foot was sticking out, and they ran right past my whole team somehow. Probably could see the riot shield on his ass, and he walked right in and killed me. It is what it is. At least an IED would have hurt him. I don't know if it would have killed him or not. It may have. Or at least an early warning system or something. I could have gotten something better out of it than just dying like that. So if you have a motion sensor IED, set it up first, then plant the bomb. Make sure the whole area is secure, and then go for it. I kind of dove for it and planted it. It looked safe. I made a mistake there. I should have played safer. Should have set up a good defense, a good little parameter of early warning systems, and then planted the bomb and called it a day from there. Instead, I messed up, laid down, planted the bomb. Guy caught my foot. Yeah. You can't really rely on your team that much to save you every time, so you need to give yourself as many advantages and take away all the advantages the enemy team has. Now, I think he just saw him in his scope, but he didn't realize. But that's okay. I do that too as well. It's much easier to see what people miss when you're not in the game. Like, if you're not playing it, you'll just be like, whoa, didn't you see that guy? And they're like, no, because you're so focused as where you're looking, you don't really use your peripherals as much or on the side of the screen to look as much, so you miss a lot more things than you should have, or than you should. Let's see if this guy defends his place better. You know, we would have already won this game if I wouldn't have messed up that second round. That was my fault, but luckily, my team was able to pick it up. We won this game. My first breakdown video. I love you so much, guys. I hope it helped you. I'm out of here. Peace.